Alright guys, so we are back in California and we need to fix the Supra. So, been working on getting a couple parts here and there. Let's go check it out and I'll show you where we're at. That's all the damage, and luckily Toyota used to make this part, the front apron and strut tower combination. They do not make this anymore. Local guy that's has had many Supras had bought this years ago and been saving it in his garage and didn't end up using it on his Supra. He just sold it as is with his damage on it. He now has a different Supra, but he was nice enough to deliver this and sell it to me. So this should be the fixing part that we needed. We still gotta go to the frame shop, pull it. This is where it stops on that apron piece, but it also goes into here, so this metal needs to be pulled this way and straightened as much as possible to put that metal in there. You can see this piece here, that would be that piece. So this piece will remain on the car. We drill that spot weld and a couple other ones and hopefully slide this piece out. But first we're going to just take the motor out. It's not going to be easy because it's touching and I don't want to try and pull this with like my truck or something to yank it out of the way, which it probably wouldn't be too hard because I'm sure the metal is kind of soft now, but if I pull it, you know, not the correct direction, then you're making the metal more weak, and it just might not work. So we will start with somehow scraping this Hypertune even more to get it out, and then get the motor out, take the hood off, I guess, unhook everything, drain the fluids, pull the motor out, pull the trans out, and then try and go to the frame shop by Saturday. Since that apron doesn't have every part you need, it only has like majority pieces, we still need a little bit more metal. So this happened too. Got a front clip from another guy in LA. These guys all were seeing that I was asking for help and they came together. Not come together, but they messaged me and making it come together for us. So these people like went out of their way to help us get the parts. So here is a piece that we also needed, this little triangle. So we're gonna drill a bunch of holes here, get this out, and then re-weld in those same spots so that we can use this to that piece and that front apron piece to bring the Supra back to 100% or as close to 100% as we can. The frame rail was like relatively straight. Didn't look like it had anything weird going on. It's mostly in the strut tower. So we will have to see when the motor's out if we can see anything else that we didn't see when the motor's in there. But for now, it started to rain, so I'm gonna yank this off the trailer and then start working on getting the motor out of that car. Whoa! And there you have it. Half a Supra. This Supra sacrificed its life for other Supras. One of which is that one in there. Alright guys, someone's here. It's TJ, and he's bringing his Supra. We finally get to see the Supra. Yo!
So, look at this fun surprise.
Supra!
The coolant towel holding the coolant pipe.
No!
Just over soaked and went everywhere.
That happened.
So as you can see, as I mentioned to you, it's a mess. I have like boxes and boxes and boxes of parts. So
it's close but not close.
It's like close but like it's not close. It only like realistically only needs like a couple days worth of work.
Probably. Probably, huh?
Kind of, maybe.
We don't know yet. We gotta look at it. It looks good though, and it's black and it's clean.
Dude, like the whole entire body of it is like perfect. Like not everything with the front bumper here, but
hard top, 6-speed.
1993
Rare.
RZ package that has the RZ seats and has all that stuff in it. So kind of rare, right?
Yep. Definitely. The black Supra. Black Supras are the best. We all know that.
Enjoy it. Like I literally have driven this car probably myself like 400 miles. Like I bought it and this is just sat. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna do it.
Ooh.
All right, Dan.
Here's some parts.
This looks like a barnyard find with all the dust and their fingerprints on it. God, it's so
a nice
bad.
barn find though. Ooh.
So this is like started it and then didn't end up finishing it.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't like how this is going. I want to like make it 100 like nicer and button everything up and you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like Calvin wanted to like hide these relays back here and like I'd rather like make a complete buttoned up system and like a a place to put everything. It pains me. Like look at, you can even see like the shading of like it was almost outside for a little bit and then I put it back in my shop and then there was just us like so bad.
Maybe we'll give it a bath.
When we're done, I don't think I deserve a bath until it's completely finished.
Oh my gosh.
Like
okay.
I don't, and it just makes it look more like a barnyard find, which is just more
So
views.
cool
So I
looking.
just want to keep it dirty.
Black Supras are the best.
I'm glad to have your approval on it though.
I love it.
Like,
Love it.
I feel like I hit everything that I wanted to.
I'm jealous.
Now
I'm
I
gonna
just
get a
need
black
a
Supra.
bigger brakes on it.
Yeah. You'll get it.
Without me barreling these wheels.
You'll come up with a plan and then you'll do it.
All right, I'll see you soon. I'll give you updates on all the secret stuff.
Okay.
I'll see you hopefully in a couple days.
Alright.
All right, see you, dude.
Later. Alright guys. So we are listening to Joe hammer away. Doesn't hammer it all day. As soon as I turn the freaking camera on, starts hammering. Glad he has ear protection on. Anyways, thanks Joe. We are about to pull the motor out. Got a lot of the stuff off yesterday. Didn't film it, but you guys have seen. You've seen it come apart a couple times. If you're new to the channel, then you missed out, but we'll take the car apart again. Don't worry. Plan is to, unfortunately this Hyper Tune is gonna get super scraped up. There's no real easy way about this, so I'm gonna undo the rail, get the injectors off, and then I'm gonna try to pull it out by like rotating it down that way, but it's just, we can all tell it's not gonna work. Can't go up because it's gouging into that currently, the bolt is. So first thing I'm gonna do is throw stuff over there so Joe will shut up, and then we might have to take the motor mounts and lift the motor and like lift it over this way a little bit to be able to get the manifold off. We'll find out. Lots to do in a couple days. Okay, it's begun. And we found a helper. You guys have met him before. He's back. It's Harut. If you don't remember, last time he was around was practice car at Grange. Now you guys remember. It's done, guys. And there's charcoal on my face because we were in the coal mines. Or it's grease, one or the other. Probably grease.
Probably that one.
Yeah. So, we got the motor out. Got everything kind of ready to go to the frame shop. We did find a little crease in the frame rail back here. But I think you could pull that out. It's kind of minute. then the plan is on this, there's 1, 2, and 3 on the 3rd layer, cut all these stitch welds, which is frustrating, but we got to do it. And then when we're at the frame shop, we'll spot weld, drill the remaining on this 3rd layer, which is, it ends right here, and then it'll dip down on that part and run across there. And then we will put the new apron in place. The hardest part is going to be this general area and this, because that part has to get reused, and even in there. Firewall's not bent or creased, so I think there's hope here, guys. Oh, it's dark. And then while the motor's out, we'll check over some stuff. Probably check the lash on the valves, everything like that. Then go to the frame shop. Maybe Harut will come back and help put the motor in.
Most likely.
Most likely. We don't know yet. He's a busy guy, but he took the time to come down from LA today and help out. Thanks, Harut.
Of course.
What you doing here?
Learning how to craft skin. Like right here.
It's good.
It's just spot weld drilling. We're down to 1 hidden one in there. And then peeling this layer because there's little edges of it were caught. This part's going to be the hardest part because there's so many layers, and this layer has to stay there on the comp car. This layer needs to be put up under, and this layer here and this one have to come out on the comp car.
Oh, so this one's not bent.
Yeah, so
This
we'll have
layer.
like, that part didn't bend right here at all. It just wrinkled right in this area, like went up, and it barely bent, maybe like an inch up there on the comp car. So
Alright.
we're gonna have a lot of like doing this and then hammer it back down, clamp it and weld it and make it look good, but there'll be a little bit of weird looking metal on the comp car, but at least this will be in the right spot and the subframe will be in the right spot. So pretty. One piece of the puzzle. Blood, sweat, and tears. Sweat and blood here. I'm not crying yet.
Ta-da!
Sorry, other Supra. He had to be sacrificed for this, huh? And it was an NA manual, so NA 5-speed. So now part of him gets to be on another NA 5-speed that's been converted into something else.
Hopefully this one gets to stay there forever. He's talking about the other side. He said hopefully that one gets to stay there forever.
Yeah.
Dan gets really sad when he hurts Supras. He never means to, you guys.
Yeah, I did. Then I came over here and I removed a couple more things, steering columns out. We capped off any AN lines. I'm gonna take the throttle cable out, but what I'm gonna have to do, I've marked all these with a Sharpie. Actually, it's not a Sharpie. It's a gear wrench fine point. These are like my new favorite. I marked each one of these stitch welds that I'm gonna cut out, and I have to be cautious of how deep I go. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of air, but I can stitch weld in those same spots going back in with like the new piece, but I gotta cut just the weld and try and leave the firewall section, cut just the weld and leave the rail section. This will be the most critical because it's thin sheet metal against thin sheet metal, and I don't want to cut into my firewall, but we got to do this so that we can get this piece out. So I'm going to cut all those stitch welds, there's 16 of them, and then I'm going to see about hammering this corner in a little bit. Maybe, and just kind of see how hard it is going to be to get a drill bit there, because we're going to have to undo that. Never thought I'd be doing this, guys. cutting out stitch welds. Something you never think you'll do to one of your own race cars. But it's like we gotta amputate its leg and put a new one basically. Luckily you can do it to a car. So I'm gonna work on that right now, and then after that I gotta see if the subframe will drop. I might do that tomorrow and pull this coil out tomorrow. This is just painful. But at least we have the tools to do it, and people are helping, sending parts, and made it possible. So we can do this, guys. For the people, let's do it.